how are you? I decided to come outside because I'm away on a trip at the moment and thought, let's get out in nature. What a perfect day. And for me to do this remote view for you. So timelines have changed. You are all on a higher frequency in which you heard the calling. Life is what you make of it now. You have all come tumbling into this world and it's not what you thought it would have been. Many of you felt like your life had been spiraling out of control as you got caught up in the matrix of the 3D. You got tangled up, and once you started working it out and standing up, you got taken out. And hence, you had to come back in and restart with a blank memory of that you've been here before. This is because you would have awoken the sleepers. Now this is a reincarnation. God has stepped in and took over. This time you are being heard. Your prayers for the collective have not gone unnoticed. This time the off-worlders are collectively and galactically all working together. The whole galaxy has got behind this one. For this time it finishes to never to be repeated. You have arisen to the occasion and you have connected to all the elements, hence why I'm sitting outside, where your soul has been lifted up. Yet it doesn't matter what your story is. Doesn't matter how hard your story was. It is now a new beginning. You probably have been getting signs everywhere all around you. Did you see that? There was a little bird that flew above. You may have noticed the monarch butterflies showing themselves, as this is confirmation of the new beginning for you. Even bumblebees are loved ones from spirit, and the guardians with the tuis and the fantails are singing in the trees, coming closer and all bringing in their messages to you. Double and triple numbers are magical signs, are confirming you are in alignment right now. You may have noticed the energy of the land is lifted, along with internally you may be feeling clearer and lighter within. Not as heavy as you were in December and prior. You have checked out the sky lately, day or night, as this has certainly changed up. There is more activity with the night sky. So sit outside and watch what is happening, as it's much clearer and it feels it, along with what you may see out there. Everything in the universe is becoming more in alignment now, as everything is energy and working as one. It has been man that has destroyed it. We have been awoken to help assist in this part of our planet's evolution and to untangle the entrapment that we have been enslaved into for centuries. This is what you have been waiting for all your life, is this moment in time. Everything that your whole mind, body and soul is going through right now with the upgrades you have waited for centuries and centuries. Many lifetimes you have tried to remember what it is you're meant to do. But collectively, we have never been awoken at the same time together. Not one of you that are listening to this has only had one lifetime. For now, you're here to stay. It is time for the shift up and for everything to be flipped. The end of January through to March and April, there'll be the biggest changes. The biggest is yet to come. Your vibration is lifting higher and you can feel it within. All we ask is for you to connect in and visualize and bring in the new energy, because your whole being will vibrate at a higher frequency. Believe to receive is my motto. You will notice your whole vibration will lift up higher than you have ever lifted. You have ever lifted before. You will naturally absorb the energy that we are gifting you right now. The more you resonate to the higher frequencies, you will notice you are drawn to this and the higher frequency of even the music. You'll notice a difference on some of the music that you used to listen to. You're not getting that same upliftment because you're higher than that music. So you now are to seek the music that feeds your soul. Even pick up a musical instrument that you have wanted to learn and allow the creative side of you to come out through music or art, and allow that flow of energy to come through you. I'll put at the end, I got some drums my husband brought me for Christmas, and I just completely lose myself in making my own music. And when you do it, it's just, yeah, you just go with the flow of the sound of the frequency because it feeds your soul. And I just love playing it every day. You'll get so much out of expressing yourself through this form. Even also getting into the garden, making something, it is you being able to channel through the frequency of a creative energy through your soul and become at peace within while you enjoy the process. Express yourself through song or dance. Allow yourself to merge into the wave of the frequency. Close your eyes and go within. Your body wants to just resonate with movement of the power of love, of energy. We have been manipulated and deceived, along with being poisoned. The AI programming has been deceitful. They did not calculate the power of one soul to be spiritually gifted and aware to the nature's calling. Being a spiritual soul, you have seen beyond this. You've always known within something has not been right. You have known inwardly for so long. You had connected inwardly of the calling of something big out there. Exciting times are nearly here. Well, have it in the background already started. The visual of your beautiful future ahead. As you can feel the shift up within your body, you notice at times you want to soar like an eagle. So get up to a hill or a mountain, to the highest point that you can climb, and spread out your arms and feel free. For now that you have shifted up, the 3D world no longer resonates within you. For what is playing out in this movie does not affect you anymore, as you have disconnected yourself from the bullshit of it all. For when you change up your mindset, you close the door to what doesn't resonate with your being. Look upon it as it is like somebody else's horror story that you have closed the door and thrown away that key forever. You can no longer go back to that vibration. No longer means anything to you, as you cannot understand why your whole mind, body and soul does not connect to that energy no longer. It is because it is not your soul contract to play the victim role, as you have a purpose here on earth and you have awoken to it now. The matrix is false. It's a false reality of the sleeper's mind that keep they keep it going for as long as the media keeps pumping in through their feeds, through to their mind in front of the box. Imagine if they had no means of listening of the cases every day, it would just fade away as fast as it came in. The ones that have deceived, they've become energetically incredibly weak now. For now, as you know, they are no longer there. It is the puppeteers that keep it alive. For everything that you know is falling away, and when you believe that, you can lift your vibration because you feel more confident within. So lift your vibration higher than you have ever before. You can sense it in your soul that the narrative is so weak now. It's becoming laughable, and you cannot understand that people are still falling for it. This is when you know that you have reached a higher level of your ascension. Your future self has prepared you for this point, as many of us are living in a parallel life. As another part of your soul is out there, he or she is having the most incredible time. The life that you are playing out is a completion of the matrix. Your future self is allowing yourself to fulfill the most incredible soul journey that you have ever been on. You are chosen to be awake at this most incredible time of your life. So be proud that you connected, and be proud of who you are, as indeed this is the most incredible time that you could ever be awoken. For many lifetimes you have endured so much, but you have made sure that you came at this time. You made sure that you would be here to be awoken and to save our planet Earth, alongside the beings in the galaxy. Look over the last few years, and what have you learnt and gone through, whether everyone close to you is with you or not. You have learnt so much. You have cried, you have felt alone, felt afraid, but more than anything, you have spiritually grown. Your soul has glided through this because it's your future self knew where to put you. You have been totally protected because you put yourself in service to the divine for others. So no matter whether you feel alone right now, you are not. Everyone has been watched. For every one of you that have held out, you knew what you had to do inwardly. Yes, the planet will be saved because you played a huge part in it by holding your light and awakening others. No matter what role you played, everyone was placed at the place that they are right now at the right time. For all the players of this board game, we are all in these roles that we have played out for a bigger reason. Beforehand, you felt completely alone, as others did not talk or walk the same journey as you. Now you know many. Now you know many. You know what you need to seek in another. You know what you want in your life. Pure peace and harmony, along with hope and strength, with pure love sprinkled over you, diffused in your soul. For your dreams are soon going to become your reality. You will notice that you will leave the past where you left it, as it no longer has a place in your higher frequency or focus. Very soon, your whole life will lift up in ways that you would never have dreamt of before. We are at the last part of the movie that's rolling now, for they will play their last hand in which it will be diffused. So no matter what is being placed in front of you, hold that pure love in your heart and know that you have got this, and stretch out your arms with your wings, for you know you have got this. Everything will work in divine timing, and you are being protected now more so than ever before. No matter what is rolling out now is for you, is for the sleepers. You will not be affected. You are now prepared to be there to support your loved ones and friends, as they are going to need you more than ever very soon, as you have been preparing for this moment all your life. For the ones that cannot see, no matter how hard you have tried to awaken them, they have not been able to see. The sleep state is one that you could not wake up or wake them up. While others have shown their true self of who they are at these times. So take time to heal, take time to realize what life is all about. It is all about what's inside that matters. It's all about wealth along with consuming stuff. It's not about that. It is the richness of time with one another and trading time. You're here to enjoy, not what the cabal, 9 to 5 hours in a day for working for them, disconnecting you from the people that you love to pay what you earn in tax. This is all going to shift up. It already has. And focus on living without paying tax and GST, along with it all coming back to you tenfold. And this will be shown very soon. Focus on it meantime. Focus as though it's a savings account for you. For everything that you have paid out is going to have a boomerang effect as it's coming back to the sender, plus more. Our world is about to shift completely soon, so prepare yourself for this, and you know deep down in your alignment for this is to receive. For now, focus on peace and quality of life, more time at home, working rather in town, along with seeking healing of all aspects of yourself, bringing back more balance. It is not about competing and being the best and how much money in the bank account. That was in the matrix, and in the spiritual side of life, it is seeking peace and living in a more humble life. And for many more incredible experiences is going to come in, as they have shown me that very soon we're going to be merging in with the off-worlders and learning their technologies, as it all has been suppressed for centuries. We're so far behind. It is like being in caveman times. That is how far behind we are. For now, it is not to hurt another soul, as we are collectively connected as one. For those souls that cannot merge will unravel and fade out. Everybody will be gifted their gifts the further along we go. For when you open your heart and you absorb the energy of the angels, the technologies that we are all going to find and work with are going to expand our minds and make our life so much simpler. For we have been robbed of technology. We have been robbed of our health and our wealth. For all these will be gifted back to us. All for the animals as well, for the trees will be able to grow. Trees play a huge part, hence why I sat in front of the tree today. They've played a huge part in our life. For when we breathe out the CO2, the trees breathe it in, and they breathe out the oxygen in which we breathe in. So you can see why the cabal cut them down and use them for many products that we thought would help us. Yeah, it was enabling us to get weaker. All this is going to change up dramatically. So go out there and hug these trees, and the wind, it's amazing. It's like the tree here. It's just amazing. I'll just lift this. It's like he's come alive, just the way I'm sitting under the tree. You know, as soon as I've said that, it's amazing. I can feel the energy shift with them. He's becoming louder. It's beautiful. This is cool. So go out there, hug those trees as they are part of our ancestral connection, as Mother Earth herself cries for the trees that they chop down. Man has destroyed Mother Earth, hence why God has stepped in. Gaia has called out to the spiritual ones and to help her out as we stand for no more 1080 drops in New Zealand, not to mention for the spray upon us, along with the food being poisoned. This is all to be shifted up. There are new technologies coming in that will make our life so much simpler. In so many ways, it is off-world technology. When you go outside tonight, look up, literally look up and sense the beings out there. They're so wanting to connect with us. They're supporting us at the moment. So lift your vibration because they walk alongside you. The deep state are pushing the fear out as far as they can, as they are at the end time. So know they stand with you, the off-worlders, for you not to buy into the movie as it's not real. Stay in your high vibration so you can sense the off-worlders. So keep working on yourself, for not one person will be left behind. The more of you that left your vibration help the sleepers to slowly awaken. You will notice that it's about to start shifting up within the next couple of weeks. Each day is another day with the shine of a high frequency light is becoming so much stronger. For no matter what goes on from here on in, keep your vibe high and keep working on it each day, no matter what. Everything is of divine timing, and it needs to be this way to roll out. Time is shifting up faster, and you may have already felt this. So just settle yourself into the energies because you are divinely guided no matter what. You are of love, and you are now resonating on the higher vibration. Your body, mind, and soul are adjusting, and you may go through ups and downs. But have you noticed that you are having more up days? I was showing the future with our beautiful guardians, the trees, as they know they will no longer be chopped down to build homes, etc. Have you noticed that there is a hold up on the timber out there? There is going to be a massive change up. So plant the trees and bless them, for they are the communication that we use to connect to the higher vibration. Communicate with the trees and take your shoes off and connect with that. Connect with them and Gaia, as that is why they've created shoes, for we have lost the ability to ground ourselves as our feet have become more tender. So get back into when you were a child. You never wore shoes. Strengthen your feet up again, as you are automatically giving yourself reflexology from the trees, and they will massage you from their root system. The energies out there have certainly lifted. You can feel it in your mind and you can feel it in your soul. Go for early morning strolls, welcoming the sunrise and the sun setting for the evening, giving gratitude for the day and journaling. My daughter Lanier is so good at this, and you will notice how much it will shift up your moods and emotions. Walk upon the grass and connect, because this year will be the most exciting year that you can ever experience. It is gearing up for change, but have you actually noticed that you are naturally changing it up yourself? Now let's discuss this. This is really a good point. Have you made this conscious decision not to have the experimental in your arm? And some may have awoken. They no longer want to go any further for the ones that have had it. When you come to that place, you have noticed, you have become more aware that something just does not add up. The more you investigate, the more things don't make sense any longer. Now you have awoken. or awakening to the true self and no longer resonating to the words that have been spoken from your so-called leaders, that even listening to their voices you react to, it's more of a screeching sound that comes out of their mouth, along with what they are saying is now not making sense. That's the start. But now look around you and notice how much you have inwardly started changing up. You have positioned yourself around people that are seeking the same life now, peace and harmony, and wanting to connect to the same things rather than sitting there every day, listening to the updates and the new variants that are spewing out of the ones that are still inside the matrix. There you go. You are connecting. You are seeking outside the matrix. You are focused on a healthier lifestyle and finding peace, and have a desire to seek how to survive outside the reality which you were born into. This is really interesting. I have just talked about the trees not being cut down, and I have got someone cutting down a tree. This is fascinating. So let's send love to that tree. Let's send love to that soul. And that's really interesting. You now seek, how can you make your life much simpler, less stress, and more time with the people that you love being around, along with adventures, instead of being a slave to the system. Life is changing at a rapid pace, and the more we embrace it and share with others, the faster the shift becomes for us. So if you are growing and living off grid, share with others that you are wishing for them to learn, as you are naturally seeking what has been stolen away from us, and your intuitive side of yourself is naturally getting drawn what you can sense, but are now wanting to bring it into your reality. What you create, whatever you set your mind to, hence why there has been mandates placed upon you now. To show you what you no longer need. You no longer need and require in your life before the big corporate companies have pocketed thousands off you. You no longer need to go to restaurants and cafes. Instead, you go on picnics and barbecues with family and friends. Let's look at hairdressers. You are naturally trading with others that have their skills for yours, bringing it back. If you share and trade with a hairdresser, they come back home instead of paying a shop and leases. Make you think outside the square. You can sit in a backyard in which is free and still supply a service. It's making you think outside that square. Here's another one, pools. Using what God gifted us, the ocean, where you absorb the salt and the minerals and the vitamin D and the magnetic energy from the waves, and you come home always at peace instead of the poisoning yourself with the chemicals in a pool. In an enclosed environment, even swim in the rivers and the lakes, use your toys out there and have so much fun and freedom of life. Nightclubs and pubs, again, are the cabal's way of pulling you away into the drugs of alcohol and profiting from it. Whereas you are creating your own dance parties, potluck dinners, outdoor pool parties with one another. Take a look at the gyms that become a system of competition. Who was bigger, who was stronger than the other? Now you can go rowing out in the water, chop wood for fire, go for the adventure walks and learn about your country as what nature can provide. Lost jobs, think about that one. But you have created new ways and are realizing these companies are going to go down when they push that mandate, and you lose your job because of it. Because you look at those companies that are going to go down. You are now finding work that is more meaningful. Now look at the word mandate. With the meaning, man is now dating you and getting you to look at your life in through colourful glasses that you have never worn before. Look at everything in your life as an opportunity for change. As I typed this, 11:11 came up on my phone, confirmation from the angels. So change up as the universe is speaking. Look, the wind and the trees are moving. Honestly, it is a sign. Are speaking through you and around you as you are now creating your own new earth through you letting go of the old commercial cabal way of you being in the slave and the matrix. You are freer than you have ever been in your life. So build your new future now. It is most powerful time to be alive. So embrace it with both hands and step into it, and never, and I mean never, look back. As the end is near, and the sooner we embrace this new life, the sooner the old system dissolves. Notice now your life is becoming brighter and brighter as you shed the control from your being. We can all be in the present, and when we link arms, we brighten up the world for others to see our light. For no longer can they control us. We stand up. And do not give your consent away. It's yours. For we are the sovereign souls that seek peace and beauty. Look at it. It's beauty all around us, and love. One phrase comes to mind. Shine bright like a diamond. Because, honey, we are going out there and we are shining our light to the brightest that you can make it, that you could ever imagine. Go out there now and find your peace and reconnect your soul. Connect with Gaia, her divine energy. You have been divinely guided. They have your hand and support by the divine. Once you accept that, your inner world is changing for the better. You will seek it further as peace you find within, not externally. Now, go and set yourself free. Connect with nature. We are going through this for a reason. We are waiting for them to change it for us. It's not. It's about you changing it for yourself. And when you can feel confident and not be muzzled, you feel empowered. When you walk around and you change up so much of your life, oh my God, life changes. We are not in fear. They live in fear because they're just rolling out these boosters and it's coming bang, bang, bang. It's to wake them up, because I have heard so many now, absolutely so many, that are not wanting the boosters. Because why didn't the first one work? Why didn't the second one? Now we have to have 3, 4, 5. It's non-stop. When you make that conscious decision right at the beginning or in the middle, it doesn't matter. When you make that decision to come inside and take your power back, that's what it's all about. We are creating our new earth. We are shifting up. So I am so proud of you for getting this. And as I said now, look at mandates in a completely different way. Give gratitude, because if it wasn't for them, we would never have found it in this way. So share this with yourself, share it with your friends. Look upon them as a completely different level for us all. I love you. You go out there and keep lifting your vibration. If you like, share and subscribe, it gets the algorithms to get this moving out, because we've got this, honey, and we're making it. So high five. I love you. Amen. Okay, here we go. Let's make some music, Margaret, with our drums. you.